now we're going to go to something special. I have with me this week Chance Rock. He's an R&B singer from Rochester, New York. He currently lives in Las Vegas. Chance has worked with artists like Quinnell Mosley of Day 26. He's a singer-songwriter who plays multiple instruments, and he's been working on music for many, many years. I mean, as far as I know, he's probably been a musician most of his life. I've known Chance since high school because he attended School of the Arts right here in Rochester. But thank you for joining me today, Chance, for the first episode of Beautiful Right Mind Radio.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Definitely. So tell us a little bit about how you were introduced to music.
I actually was introduced just by hearing. It's coincidental. But yeah, I fell in love with music at an early age, and I just wanted to become a singer after hearing the radio, and ever since then it's just been a journey for me.
All right. Well, who would you say is your biggest inspiration? Who did you hear first that really pushed you?
Well, my father, he raised us all on Sam Cooke, so that was like the first voice I really fell in love with, and that's a huge shoes to fill and to admire, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, someone like Sam Cooke, my goodness, he threw you in head first. How do you?
Definitely.
Those are some huge shoes to fill, I'm sure, but I know as you work towards it, that's something that you can definitely live up to. So I'm not worried about you anyway. So I know that you've been making music for a really long time. Like I said earlier, I've known you since high school, but I also know that when we're making music, there are definitely things that happen within our life that can cause us to have some discouragement. So what would you say motivates you to keep making music?
For me, it's a passion thing. I honestly do it because I love it, and I love challenge as well, and to be able to grow, to be able to get better, I constantly challenge myself to elevate. I'm just an aspiring artist, and I want to share that, the emotion that I felt when I fell in love with music from artists that I heard. I would like to be that outlet for somebody else, you know what I mean? And just the possibility of that is a driving factor in my life as an artist.
That's really awesome, actually, because I know a lot of people tend to get into music because they want some recognition. They're hoping for fortune, fame, those types of things, but it seems like when you are doing it because you want to give your gifts to others, that's something that can really continue to push you and drive
Absolutely.
you
I
and
agree, totally.
not be in it for selfish reasons. And I imagine that attitude is definitely going to take you very far. So I think that's really just awesome. So you've got a good head on your shoulders, and I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So I know that you released your album No Filters in July. It's a full-length independent album. Why did you decide to record an LP versus an EP?
I think given like art, and given a whole bunch of different views and just sound for me, and music is just that. It becomes visual, and just the different songs that were chosen for the album, I think they provide a good level of art, and I think that was that was why I decided to, release like 12 songs.
Well, I'm definitely sure that your listeners appreciate it. I mean, so many people are only recording EPs now, just kind of spitting them out every week. But it's nice to have enough music to kind of hold someone over. What do you hope people will experience when listening to it?
When I write, I definitely I write from personal experience, but I also compose from. I want to be a relatable artist, so I don't want everything to be abstract. I want people to be able to understand and feel, and that for me, I think would answer that.
Yeah, well, it's important that people can relate to the music that you put out there, so I can understand that. Well, let's go to one of the songs on your album, Me and My. When I listen to this song, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're not singing about a person.
Yeah.
What is this song about?
Yeah, it's about my guitar. Coincidentally, the artist Tupac, who was born on June 16th, so we share that same birthday. That's pretty much where that came from. But he's talking about what he's talking about, and I'm talking about what I'm talking about. So,
well, all right, that's cool. Well, here it is. This is Me and My by Chance Rock on 100.9 FM WXIR.
All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the bloody end, just me and my girlfriend. All I need is just me and my girlfriend. Just me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. Pick her up, stroke her down, make her sing melodies, touching on the strings anytime I want to. If they're too tight, I just pull it till it's loose. That neck
makes me sing, yeah.
That neck,
I be sliding like a sled.
up and down, that's left to right. My girl body feels so nice. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the bloody end, just me and my girlfriend. It's just me and my girlfriend. Just me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. The way she looks,
Amazing.
that shape of hers,
Is blazing.
I rub her down,
She glazing.
wax on, wax off like I'm waving.
That neck,
Makes me sing, yeah,
that neck.
it's the best.
Up and down, that's left to right.
When my plug is in the air, but it's electrifying. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the bloody end, just me and my girlfriend. It's just me and my girlfriend. Just me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. All I need. Down the ride to the bloody end, just me and my girlfriend. It's just me and my girlfriend. Just me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life to win, just me and my girlfriend. Oh, na 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 na. Na na na. I don't have nobody. It's zero below. In this bed I'm laying in, it's so cold, yeah, it's freezing. My love life is on hold, I need a north face, cause my real face is looking real south. I got a chill face, it's a still face from looking stuck in place. I ain't in no race, I can't lose to my own pace, but I'm done with the chase. Too many slips, I had to quit. Ain't wanna end up in the AA, still I gotta admit, I ain't on that shy-ish. Then again I am, cause this is that bullshit. I wish I had a Remy, a Brittany, or a chick named Alizé. Yeah, throw it back tray. Then again, Alizé kinda look like all lies. In a way, I'm losing self-control. Sleeping on these pillows, I just can't get comfortable. This comforter is pretty thick, but I want some skin to rub against. These sheets are soft, but I prefer hips. It's 0 below. In this bed I'm laying in, it's so cold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on hold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on froze, I'm froze. It's 0 below. In this bed I'm laying in, it's so cold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on hold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on froze, I'm froze. I need somebody, but not just anybody. Gotta be real bad, John got it. I mean killer looks, semi-automatic shotty. A lady in the streets, running the sheets, straight naughty. Warm me up, hot toddy. Help get a mic, heat it up like Scotty. Cause my temperature ain't right. My blood is cold as ice. Thermostat's at 82, but this room's still feeling like an igloo. And I don't know what to do. I'm losing self-control. Sleeping with all these pillows, and I still can't get comfortable. This comforter is pretty thick, but I want some skin to rub against. These sheets are soft, I prefer hips. It's 0 below. In this bed I'm laying, it's so cold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on hold, yeah, it's freezing. My love is on froze, I'm froze. It's 0 below. In this bed I'm laying, it's so cold, said I'm so damn free. Life is on hold, I can't even, it's freezing. My love is on froze,
Cheers, rock.
I can't even feel anymore.
Welcome back to the beautiful Right Mind Radio Show on Extreme Independent Radio, 100.9 FM, WXIR LP, here in Rochester, New York. I'm Rashida, and I'm on the phone with Chance Rock. We just heard a couple of songs from his album No Filters, which is available on iTunes. First, we heard Me and My, and then 0 Below. Chance, now, I know you're from Rochester, but you currently live in Las Vegas. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about your journey? I know that you worked out of Atlanta for a while, but what led you to Las Vegas?
Yeah, I like to experience different settings. It helps me as far as being an artist, composer, producer, and what have you. So I never had been out west. I traveled before some places, but I never actually out west. So coming out here, and coincidentally, all I see is just rock, like mountains, and it's like, I was like, wow. So it's amazing, like to see that, especially for the first time, and it's really inspiring. So
yeah, definitely. Out west, it's very, very different from Rochester. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of mountains, and it's definitely a sight to see, I know. Now, I remember you being a really strong piano player, but in recent years, I've seen you with a guitar most of the time. Yeah. What other instruments do you play now, and what do you prefer, and why?
That's a great question. I guess it just depends on the approach that I'm taking, but for me, it's so much easier to lug a guitar around, you know, as opposed to the piano, and that was like a good reason for me to, you know, start picking up the guitar, you know, easy setting for me to, you know, platform it right. But I enjoy starting on the piano. It's so much more percussive, I think, and yeah, I don't know. It's just and you know that's my roots. I started on the piano, but I love the guitar too.
Yeah, I can definitely relate. I remember actually picking up the guitar for the same exact reason. I just wanted an instrument that was going to be mobile, and the guitar is definitely easier to lug around than a keyboard.
Exactly.
And my keyboard was not mobile at all. It was a Rhodes, actually.
Oh, wow.
My mom bought me this big, full performance size Rhodes.
Exactly. Not at all.
And I can't even like move that thing from room to room, let alone, you know, to a gig from a venue. It's crazy trying to move one of those around. Yeah.
Exactly.
I just really want to thank you for being my very first guest here on the beautiful Right Mind radio show. It's been great having you here to share your story and your music, and I hope that the next time you're in town that you can come down to the studio for a live performance. We'd really love to have you here so you can share your music here again in Rochester. I'm sure some folks would love to see and hear you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, thank you. And all those at WXIR. So, yeah, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, that was Chance Rock. His album, No Filters, is available on iTunes, so be sure to check that out. Now.